Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to make this video, but before I start, I just want to say thank you guys so much for getting me to 1K views on my second video. I did not expect to get that much views on my second video. And guys, YouTube, I know I just started, but it's already has drastically changed my life. I haven't felt this much excitement to do anything in a long time, and YouTube has given me that feeling of excitement. I feel like almost like a kid again. Um, so guys, thank you so much. This is great, and I'm so excited to see where this takes us. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about something that I deem as extremely important. It is extremely important. And learning this, not only learning, but understanding this, adapting this into the fundamental structure of your beingness will actually help you navigate life in a miraculous way. So, guys, we are going to talk about how nothing is external, and every single thing that you've encountered, you felt, you thought, is all because of your internal state. And to start this video, I'm going to give you an example. So let's say there's a girl named Haley, and she usually has a relatively good day, and today she's walking to school. As she's walking to school, she receives an incoming text on her phone. She picks up her phone and sees that her boyfriend messaged her and told her that he wanted to break up with her. Instantly, when Haley receives that message, she is overwhelmed with this feeling of dread, with this feeling of sadness. She can't believe that her boyfriend would randomly text her that he wants to break up with her. So, as she's going to school, she sees her friend. And normally she would just say hi to her friend. But when her friend waves at her, she completely ignores her and runs. Now, let's take a girl named Presley. Presley relatively has a good day, just as Haley. But as Presley is walking to school, she feels a buzz in her phone. And she picks up her phone and sees that she text from her boyfriend that's saying that he wants to break up with her. As soon as Presley sees the notification, she is overwhelmed with this feeling of gratitude. For weeks, she's been thinking of breaking up with her boyfriend, but did not want to initiate it because she felt guilty for even thinking of doing it. But now that her boyfriend, or past boyfriend, has actually made the initiative to break up with her, she feels this excitement. There's a huge weight that just been lifted off her shoulder. She no longer has to think about how she's going to break up with him and how he's going to feel. As Presley is walking to school, she sees her friend, and normally she would just say hi to her friend. But this time, she embraces her friend with a huge hug and then goes to class. So with this example, although these examples are hypothetical, you can see that although these two people are going through the same things, their reality is drastically different, not because of the outcome, but because of how they think of it. And although this example is made up, situations like these happen in real life where two people are given different circumstances, but because of the way they see those circumstances, they're able to navigate life in a completely different way. So this then shows that it's not your circumstances that creates your reality, it's your perception of your circumstances that creates it. And knowing this, it's so fundamental because you could literally transform your life with this single thought. Human beings are so powerful. And even in the word, it's powerful. Human. Hue as in light. Humans are light bearers. We have the potential of both light and darkness within us, which makes us such a phenomenal being. And with that power, we could literally transform our life with just a simple thought. And usually, when people hear that humans have both light and darkness, they instantly get scared of the darkness. because I sometimes do when I hear that. But guys, you need darkness, you need suffering, you need those negative emotions in you in order to really understand the gravity of the light you hold inside of you. And also, you need that to attract more light into your life. If humans were only surrounded by positive outcomes, positive feelings, then we wouldn't even use the word positive to describe those feelings. We would just think of these feelings as a natural thing. And because of that, our positive experience will lose the potency that it naturally has. It's like growing up in a world of luxury. The luxury then loses its meaning because you're always seeing it. So we need the darkness to really show how lovely the light is. And also, we need the darkness to show us what not to do, to aid us to more positive outcomes. And this possession that humans have, this ability, is truly dynamic, guys. We literally have the power to transform our sufferings into things that uplift not only us, but the world around us. We literally could change our reality in a snap of the finger just by a single thought. This is why we have to accept our sufferings because it draws us essentially closer to the light. And when I say accept, I'm not trying to say, make peace with your sufferings because you still are suffering. Suffering in itself, it's not a ideal feeling or state to be in. But you do have to acknowledge the suffering as a part of yourself because it's not something other than you. And this is the main reason why I would say humans suffer more than they need to because they see their problems, they see their circumstances as something that is not of them. Even like, let's say anxiety, for example, we always ask or go on the internet to try to find out how to silence anxiety, how to stop anxiety. We even have the name of anxiety as if it's something that is other of ourselves, even though these are feelings that are in us, not only in us, but we are these feelings. When we're angry, it's not only we're feeling angry, but we become the anger. We have thoughts related to angry things. It's a state that we embody. So in order to really embrace suffering and to lessen the intensity of suffering itself, we have to understand that this suffering is in our nature. We have the potential of light and darkness. We can't have light without darkness. We need this darkness to an extent. And once you really embrace the suffering, and when I say embrace, I mean as you are feeling sad, you just let the sadness be and don't try to fight with it. As we embrace it, we get to really love and embrace a part of ourselves. And the more we do things that embrace ourselves, which includes the bad, then we start to understand that the bad isn't really bad. It's just a tool to really draw out the good. And yes, guys, thinking this way takes practice, especially because we are conditioned to see our sufferings as something that's bad. But when we think of these things, our negative experiences, as something that's really teaching us an opportunity for us to grow and experience divinity as highest, then we really start to appreciate our sufferings. Of course, as you're suffering, you may not see it as a good thing as you're suffering, but you really understand and actually feel this gratitude about your sufferings, especially when they're done. When you look at it from a far stance, a different perspective, and realize it really made you grow to the person you are now. You start to be appreciative of it. And that's essentially the purpose of suffering. We don't suffer just for the sake of suffering, just for the sake of feeling bad. No. We need that hurt to draw us closer to the light. And this is what being human is. Being human essentially is just a journey of self reflection, of understanding who you are. And to understand who you are, there's going to be times where you're put in positions that will try to break you. And you need that sort of friction to really uncover who you are. If you lived in a state where you are always peaceful, that induce positive experiences, you would never know that underneath all those positive experiences, you actually feel hurt. And to give an example, like I bring up my relationship because my relationship has taught me a lot. But I didn't realize that I had tendencies of avoidance and I had, I would say, kind of manipulative-ish tendencies. I wouldn't have knew this if I didn't get into a relationship because certain things uncover certain expressions of your beingness that you didn't know that was there because you were always in a state where it wasn't expressed. It didn't have to express because it was a peaceful state that you were in. So, guys, yes, you need your sufferings. You need these negative experiences. And when you actually embrace these experiences, you will realize that, these experiences aren't negative at all. These experiences are actually teaching you, they're actually making you grow. And the more you encounter these sufferings and the more you welcome these sufferings, then you'll be able to experience divinity, which is just the default human nature at a grand level, a level that you didn't even think was possible. And yes, guys, I my aesthetic I on this channel is purposely like this fantasy aesthetic because it's trying to resemble how life is when you are at your highest vibration. When you are at your highest vibration, life is actually magical, not in the figurative sense. It's literally magical. We are living in a magical realm, There's so much things that we are ignorant to, but in order to understand the magic of this world, you have to be receptive to it. So, guys, this video is really just to encourage you to change your perspective of life. Don't be in the victim mindset. Acknowledge all your circumstances as something that you have orchestrated. Because, like I've been saying, it is not the circumstances, it is you. It always has been you. Really, today, try to make a conscious effort into changing your perception. And if you face problems or some struggles with it, embrace it. This is all a part of the human experiences. Embracing your struggles and realizing that everything in your life that you've encountered has helped you grow to the person you are today. And and yeah, I hope you guys resonate with this video and stay encouraged, guys, and do good. I will see you in the next video. Bye.